through DNA, but these matches are being made thanks to something many of you may be doing to learn about your ancestry.
The extraordinary power of genealogy websites seems to be expanding the possibilities for police to find answers. 7 Action News reporter Anu Prakash shows us the difference it's made so far and how it could be used to help solve a Michigan Jane Doe case that's been a mystery for almost 40 years.
She's known as Harper Jane Doe because her body was found dumped on Harper Avenue back in 1987. But now the hope is DNA technology and the popularity of genealogy websites could be the break investigators have been waiting for.
It's a case that stunned the nation.
Police say one of the most elusive serial killers in American history has been captured.
After 4 decades of searching for the Golden State Killer, it was a DNA match from a genealogy website that ultimately led investigators to Joseph DeAngelo, the man accused of killing more than a dozen people in a crime spree that started in the 70s.
It's so new and so up and coming. The cases that I've seen solved by it, amazing.
Genealogy websites are rising in popularity with millions of people looking to learn more about their heritage and health. Sarah Krebs has been a sergeant with Michigan State Police for 18 years. She says genealogy sites are changing the way law enforcement finds answers.
The more law enforcement agencies start bringing it in-house to their agencies, that this will become something that we do on a daily basis.
So far, Krebs says no Michigan case has been solved using such a genealogy website, but she believes that is on the horizon. She's hoping to test it out with a 31-year-old Jane Doe case, a young woman who Krebs says was one of more than 300 Jane Doe and John Doe cases in Michigan.
She had had her throat slit. Efforts were made to identify her body, and they had nothing. Fingerprints never hit. Nobody came forward to identify her.
A few years ago, Krebs says investigators were only able to get partial DNA, which was degraded, and what they had was exhausted in trying to ID her. The next step would be to extract mitochondrial DNA from her skeletal remains. When that happens, she hopes it can be tested with a genealogy site to see if there's a lead. Krebs says GEDmatch.com, a free genealogy site, is what investigators in the Golden State Killer case used.
It's such a large pool of DNA that it makes our database look like nothing.
Dr. David Foran is the director of the Forensic Science Program at Michigan State.
You now can go out much farther and not look at these really close relatives, but look at a whole pool of individuals that might be related.
And for Harper Jane Doe, Krebs is hopeful she'll be able to get some solid leads.
All we're trying to do is to get this girl her name back.
If that DNA can be extracted from the skeletal remains in the Harper Jane Doe case, Krebs says they too will use GEDmatch.com because it's free, has such a high number of DNA profiles, and it has worked for other police agencies. I'm Anu Prakash, 7 Action News.
Could be a game changer. Anu Prakash, thank you.